What's going on, guys? Failed to listen. Welcome back. Before we get into the topic of this video, I just want to say really quickly, you can see by the gameplay footage, Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive, I've been playing this game, I don't know, maybe an hour, if that, hour and a half, something into the game. And this game is pretty awesome. I've been streaming the game through my brother's Xbox One to my PC. So that's why, well, one, the quality itself isn't as good as it would normally be if you were just playing directly from your Xbox and then it's streaming to the PC. I am getting the highest quality setting for the streaming, but this is the best that it delivers. And on top of that, the Xbox DVR recording software just isn't amazing. I don't really know how else to put it. It just isn't amazing, and the quality really isn't up to like my standards of what I would like to give to you guys on this channel. There isn't much I can do about that because, again, I am streaming the game from an Xbox One to the PC and then using Microsoft's not so great recording software. So the game itself, I like it a lot. I still don't know if I would go out and get an Xbox One to play this game. I'm considering it even more now, you know what I mean? It's not like the Xbox One is a bad system. I just don't know if there's a lot on the system that would warrant me like buying it just to play one or two games. But some people do, you know, some people do. Some people might say that that's worth it. I don't know. It is a great game. It might be the best game of this generation if I played it and finished it. I don't know, but as it stands right now, Alien Isolation and The Evil Within are still my favorite games from the current generation, even though I think both of them released on the Xbox 360 and PS3, but very much a current gen game in that sense. So getting into the topic of the video, a lot of people seem to be worried about, you know, the PlayStation 4.5, the PlayStation 4K, and what this means for, like, say, a PlayStation 5 or Microsoft's next console, and what this could mean for Nintendo, so on and so forth. I don't really think there's anything to worry about, because I think what it could turn into, and it may just be a one-time experiment for Sony and Microsoft if Microsoft does the same thing. And if it doesn't work out, then they won't go through with it. But if this works out, what they may be trying to do is like give a refresh every once in a while, like PC gaming. PC gaming doesn't really have generations. The hardware, the technology just continues to get better. It continues to evolve, and we get new experiences all the time on PC, whether it's through the games or the technology or what have you. So I think that's what Sony may be trying to go for, right? Because they know that right now some of the games that really, to be quite honest, don't even look all that amazing are struggling to run on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. There's all sorts of performance issues with some of these games. Not all. The exclusives are usually pretty good on both ends, but like the third parties seem to be struggling to get, you know, to get the best performance out of the consoles given the hardware. But if Colin Moriarty, his sources are to be believed, and what he's saying is that the majority of third parties are not happy about this, and I don't understand why you wouldn't be happy. Like, it seems like developers always want more from the consoles. I mean, I get it, like they feel like probably how a lot of you feel, where when they get a development kit, kind of like when you guys buy a new console, you're expecting to use that same one or something very similar for the remainder of the generation. And now they're getting new dev kits, they're getting this new hardware, and they got to work around that. But I don't really see it as a big deal. If Sony and Microsoft give you a refresh every 2 or 3 years, do you need a PlayStation 5? I mean, the PlayStation 5 is just what? Hardware getting better and new features and new things that weren't possible on the old machine, but you're going to get that anyway, as long as they keep refreshing the hardware and giving you new hardware through the PlayStation 4. It could just be that Sony is looking to rebrand everything and just simply call the console PlayStation. I know that may confuse some people, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Time will tell. I'm just guessing at some of this stuff. I don't know, right? A lot of what we're doing now is just speculation, because although there's tons of information out there, including from, you know, credible people like Digital Foundry, that this thing is coming, we need to hear it from Sony's mouth. Like, it's gotta come from them, and then everyone can shut up and we'll know exactly what this thing is. But I don't really think it's a big deal. I don't think we need a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 6. They can just call it PlayStation, or you can call it PlayStation 4 forever. and just get the refresh of the new hardware every 2 or 3 years. I mean, I get it. Like, I do get it. I understand why some people are upset. When you buy a console, you expect it to last, but things are changing. Sony and Microsoft probably as well. They're looking at it like we have to change and evolve with everything and everyone else. The industry and the technology is moving so quickly. I mean, there's mobile phone games, right, that look as good as some of the console games. Not all, right? Like, I don't think there's a mobile game that looks as good as something like, you know, I don't know, Red Dead or Uncharted or Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't think there's anything like that. Maybe something super linear or whatever. But I mean, as far as they've come in the mobile space in such a short amount of time, you know, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo have to move and evolve with them, in my opinion, and I think the opinion of a lot of other people as well. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't think we need a PlayStation 5. We don't need an Xbox 2 or an Xbox Next, whatever. As long as the hardware gets better, you're going to get games and experiences that just weren't possible on the older hardware anyway. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys for watching. The continued support has been excellent. You guys are amazing. Take care. Peace.